All right, hey, this is Jonathan Fisher. I'm here with Blake May to talk about his recent experience winning a local store showdown. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Blake May. Been playing Star Wars Unlimited now for about 2 months. Card games for, 20 years, something like that. Mostly Magic. Background's mostly Magic.
Yeah. So these store showdowns starting to pop up everywhere. You know, a lot of people are asking the same question: what should I play? How did you settle on blue green? Like, what other decks did you consider?
I considered the other kind of top of the meta type decks. Sabine Green, I'd actually recently taken to a case tournament, and I'd also played Boba Green at the 1K at the SCG here in Atlanta, and haven't played a lot of Control. I've been playing it at locals for the last 2 months, and I think most of this came down to reps. I think that with Star Wars, I think with the meta currently, I think having reps on the deck is super important. So
you felt pretty comfortable with this one?
Yeah, I felt super comfortable. And it fits my play style. I've always been more of in a mid-range type player. So to me, this is the most mid-range deck that I've played.
So you also played Boba. They're both mid-range. You like this one better?
I do. Yeah, I like this one better. For me, Boba being a little more, I guess, tempo-y. And to me, it's a little more linear in its style of play in some matchups. I think it's a lot about that Boba flip turn. I think setting that up is a huge part of it. This to me just has more play throughout. And I just like I said, I just kind of like the way this plays more than the Boba Green.
Okay, I know in some of our testing when you were playing Boba, you kind of felt like you ran out of gas. I remember you talking about that.
I did.
And in this deck, it seems like you don't run out of gas.
Exactly. Yeah, with the U-wing for sure. Definitely going late. I think you have an advantage with this because Boba. There's a lot of air. You'll have turns where you'll draw a crafty smuggler and or whatever, and it's just it just doesn't do anything in the matchup. But in this, I definitely feel like you got a lot more top end and can kind of compete late. Whereas Boba, there's sometimes where you can kind of stall out.
So is there anything unique about your list? Like if people go online and look up a Luke Green, is it going to be pretty stock?
It's pretty much stock. I think the only difference is in the sideboard is just because I didn't have all the cards, but it's very much stock. Like I said, I'm not innovative or anything like that.
So, I think when people see videos like this, one of their questions is, well, it's a small tournament, right? Like, was it even hard? Were the players any good? I got to visit during the tournament. I didn't get to attend, but I stopped by and I saw a lot of our local grinders there. So I know there were some good players there, but what did it feel like when you were in the matches?
I'll be honest. I think with any tournament, whether it be large or small, I guess the bigger it is, the more luck is probably involved. But I definitely felt like I got pretty lucky with my matchups. But also, I really do think that the experience I have on the deck. I know. For instance, the one blue player I played against, I guess he just taken the deck from the SCG 4K, and he was like, "Oh, this is literally only my second rep on this," and I think that it showed. Not that, and he's a good player, but I just think that not having the reps on the deck, I think made a huge deal. So I know it sounds kind of I
saw that. I saw that player,
but it just I think reps with the deck is huge. Especially in a meta that's just wide open as I think Star Wars.
Going into it, did you anticipate a certain meta? Did the decks represent what you thought you'd see?
I did. I thought there'd be a decent amount of Sabine, and that's one of the strengths of this deck is its matchup into Sabine Green. I don't think I've ever lost a sideboard game against Sabine Green. It just and so
so then you've never lost a match.
I haven't.
Because you can only lose
game
one.
Yeah. So I've only lost game one. I actually played it twice at the store showdown. I played it in round 2, and I played it in the finals. And I lost one game against it. It was game 1 in the finals, but the games 2 and 3 felt it wasn't even.
What were your difficult matchups? Or you said you ran into one bad matchup.
Still even with the the player kind of being a novice when it comes to playing item blue, I still had a hard time against the more controlling matchups, and that's where this deck can have a hard time closing. Because when they turn the corner, there's not a whole lot I can do. Although that kind of par for the course with it seems like with a lot of control decks in the Star Wars, but yeah, that's definitely those are definitely my toughest matchups. And I've been trying to think of ways that I can not only change the main, but look at the side in ways and see if I can find some edges in those matchups.
Yeah, what kind of changes are you thinking about after that tournament?
Well, I've been thinking about. I only won one takedown in the main, none in the side. I've been thinking about trying to fit another takedown. I've been wondering about the base. Like, would it be beneficial to run ECL versus the 30-point base? Because it feels like I might lose some points, percentage points in game one against Sabine in aggro matchups. But honestly, the cyborg games are so lopsided that maybe I could stand to lose that. I mean, it just kind of puts pressure on you. I mean, but I have won game ones against them quite a bit with like 27-28 on my base. But those are a couple of the changes I've been thinking about.
All right, so if anyone's still watching, they're probably interested in Luke, like taking it to maybe one of their showdowns.
Yeah.
So, what would you say to somebody that's considering taking this deck?
I mean, I think it's a great choice. It's definitely. I think it gives you the opportunity to have game into just about anybody. I played Boba Yellow 2 times. Lost one game against that. That was my main focus, was having something that has game into anything and not having to have such a linear play style. Reps. I had a ton of reps on the deck. I had taken other meta decks that I hadn't had a lot of reps on into tournaments, and I did this. I was like, you know what? I wasn't going to fight it anymore. I took this. I had reps on. I've been doing well with it, and knowing your match, go into your matchups and stuff. I mean,
huge. I agree. I think a lot of people are looking. They look for like a secret formula or something.
Yeah.
So they're like, "What's the best deck? What should I play?" And honestly, no matter what you play, it still comes down to reps.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, there was the guy played in the finals was asking me, he's like, I want to get off Sabine Green. I was like, well, you played well. He's like, what should I play? And I'm like, man, I don't know that there's like a magic answer for that. You know what I mean? Like, I know it sounds like a cop-out kind of answer, but I mean, it's true. I mean, I think this proves it. Taking what people would think is an inferior deck and going and winning the showdown versus my poor performances with those other meta decks.
Do you have the maces? Do you have them with you?
I don't. I'm sorry. I know I thought about it. I know I should have brought them. I don't want to flex too hard. Yeah. I know. I should have brought them.
All right. Well, thanks, Blake.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you.